So Melo Movie has ended, and wow, that was a fantastic drama. What is Melo Movie? It's not just romance. Anybody going into this expecting to just be like happy-go-lucky, laughing, and no, you can see my eyes swollen. I cried. You will cry from episode 6 to the end. There are splatterings of reasons to make you cry. So, in my opinion, Melo Movie, it tells 3 love stories: the love story between the male lead and the female lead, the love story between and the relationship between the male lead and his brother, and the love story between the second lead, who happened to be the first male lead's friend. The male lead grew up loving movies, and we eventually see the main reason why he loves movies. But from what we are told at the beginning, he loved movies and he decides to do something about his love for movies. He was raised by his elder brother when they lost their parents when he was 9 and his brother was 20, and his brother was trusted with the responsibility of taking care of a 9-year-old. So he had to work hard. He had to give up everything to bring up his brother. So his life was his brother. He did everything for his brother. And the female lead felt unloved by her father because her father loved the movies. She felt her father loved the movies more than he loved her. So she grew up angry and ended up becoming a movie director, a film director who hated movies but went into it to prove a point to her father that I can make movies and not be lost in it. Who does that? Like, seriously. So this unlikely pair meet each other, like each other, and just as their relationship is about to take off, he goes staff for 5 years, and apparently there's a family emergency and something happens in his life, and he just could not deal with everything, and he just goes staff. Then the second lead's relationships, they also broke up right about the time the male lead had his issue, and they split up, and 5 years later they reconnect as music producer and a writer. This drama is not the fluffy romance that we were promised. If you watch the preview, you would have felt like, oh my god, it's just cutesy, romance, but it's so deep. There's so many layers to the story. Like I said, there are smatterings of tears littered all over this drama because it tells a very realistic story. Sometimes love works out, sometimes it doesn't, and sometimes there's the burden of family, there's the burden of responsibility, and somebody just has to do it. The bond, again, between the brothers was just something beautiful to watch unfold. Although there was the bond, there was the burden of that relationship and of that dynamic. Don't diss this drama because it's not all cutesy and fun. Please watch Melo Movie because it's deep. It's more than fluff. There's a story, the titles of the episodes, the dialogue, everything had a very strong meaning. So check out Melodrama on Netflix. See you next one, and don't judge me for crying.